Welcome to Big Ideas for Little Learners. Today we're going to work on some Mother's Day activities. And it's Halloween dress-up day. Can anybody guess what I am? I'm a farmer. That's right, which will also lead us into next week's theme, which will be all about farm things. So be on the lookout for fun things next week. But for today, we're going to take care of some Mother's Day activities. Normally, kids are at school and they're making things as a surprise to mommies. Today, you might get to do it with your child, which can be a little more fun also. There will be several poems, questionnaires, and activities under the files and Big Ideas for Little Learners so that you can download what you want to use if you want some extra help in that area. So for today, you will need scissors, paint or markers. I'm going to do handprints and I'm going to do tracing hands, so you can do either one. You're going to need paper, more paper or colors if you want to trace your hand and make flowers in different colors, or white paper and paint, and then some markers, and I think that's it. Oh, and some glue if you're gluing down handprints. I forgot to grab glue, so we'll just simulate it today. So I think to start, we're going to use cutout paper, so that way my hands are clean. So to start, you want to trace your hand. I took a piece of yellow. So you put your hand down. You can trace your own hand, or it can be a mommy and me activity. You can do mommy and me hands so that you have big hands and little hands. You can do one activity with all of your kids, or each one can make one separate. So I traced my hand, and then I'm going to use my scissors to cut it out. The more flowers you think you want to use, the more colors. You can either trace your hand on all of them and cut them out individually, or just stack papers behind this and cut them all out at once. So for time management, we're going to cut the hand, but I already have my hands all cut out. I traced them and cut them out. I just stacked all of them together and cut once and got 6 flowers. You can use whatever colors, cut however many you want. And then there's a few options you can do with this. One is there's this template in Big Ideas for Little Learners. It is a flower pot. The top is dotted so that if your child is ready, they can dot their names or dot the word mom and just trace them. And the poem says, I made these flowers so you'll always know I love you forever, no matter how much I grow. So with this template, you can glue the handprints on. They can, here, let's turn it this way so we can see. You can glue them on top of each other. You can do siblings. You can do you, like put your hand and then your child's hand in the middle because it'll fit. So you can see the size difference. Here, let's do 3 flowers here. And then you get to use your green marker and draw some stems just down to the pot. And then if you want, you can add some leaves, which is just a line up, a sweep down, or a sweep up, and then back down to the vine. So this is one simple activity. The other one you can do with this same idea is paint your hand and handprint them and then draw the stems. I'll do that one in a minute. I have another one with the gluing of the hands that will use handprints, and you want to draw or trace your arm and your fingers. So I have a bigger piece of paper because my arm is a little bit longer. So I'll put the paper down and draw my arm and my fingers up and down. It's good if your fingers are separate a little bit so that it makes it easier to cut in between the fingers. And you can open them super wide if you want to. Oh, whoops, I forgot to draw the second half of my arm, or the bottom half of my arm. So there's my hand with my arm, and now I'm going to cut this one out. And just like that, poof, it's cut out. So now I'm going to use another piece of paper. I'm going to put my hand across it. I'm going to use the marker side where I traced it. I'm going to put it down so on top it's clean. I'm going to put some my handprint flowers again, and paint or trace. Draw some stems all the way down the paper. So I have 3 flowers. I'm going to draw a line from each of them where I've glued them. So you want to glue them down where you'd like them. And then I'm going to glue my hand on top. And now it looks just like I'm bringing Mommy a bouquet of flowers that I'm holding with my hand. So that's kind of fun too. And here, we'll do one with some handprints. I'll start on the mom one. You can use any kind of paint. I have some blue. And I think I'll start with some pink. I only grabbed one brush. I did not think that through. All right, so you paint your hand. If you have a bigger brush, it goes a little faster. This one I did not make TV friendly and already prep. So you get to watch me paint my hand. Oops. And this is super fun sensory too, because who doesn't like to have their hands painted? And if your child's a little uncomfortable with their hands painting, the more you expose them to sticky, uncomfortable, it can sometimes help. You can wash right away. You can have a washcloth or a baby wipe handy, and that will wipe it off really fast too. And then stick your hand. Remember, you want your hands a little open, so not necessarily so open. If your children are little, that's totally good. My hand's super big. I'm going to make it a little smaller because my flower is as tall as the paper. Look at that. And then, let's see. Let's wipe off some of this. Oh, there we go. Wipe off some of this paint so they don't mix too much together. And now I can paint my hand blue. You can paint your hands a rainbow too. Rainbow flowers are super fun. I wish I opened them all right now before my hand was painted, and I'd be making a rainbow flower. All right, and I'll make a blue hand over here. Woo, and now look, I have 2 flowers in my pot. Should we do one more? Okay, here, let's see. Drop the paint in there. Can open the colors, maybe. And we can make a rainbow one. How does that sound? So fun. All right, while I paint my hand, I will also talk. There is a mommy questionnaire that will also be loaded on Big Ideas for Little Learners. So a daddy can do it, or an older brother and sister can ask the questions, so it's a surprise for mommy. Or you can do it with your child, and it's just fun to see what answers they give. And it's a really fun timepiece to remember what they were thinking when they were this age. But questions like, what does mommy like to eat? Or what does mommy watch on TV? What do you like to do with mommy? So there are some of those. There will also be one for slightly older. Color did I not use? Orange, green, oh, light blue. We'll just do another pink. All right, handprint. And this one will go down on my pot. And look, I have a rainbow of hands. There will also be one for older kids that will say, spell out mommy, and you can put questions about or answer words that start with each letter in mommy. So, like, mommy can be magnificent and outstanding, or an outdoor player. So those will be those options for you to do too. So I hope you found something fun to do with your kids for Mother's Day. This one's a little weird because you might be making it together, but that could be a special part too of Mother's Day. So we hope everyone has a wonderful Mother's Day, and that to all of our little learners, Mother's Day is a day to take extra special care of mommy, be a good helper, give her lots of hugs, say hi to grandmas and aunts, and just thank everyone for being the wonderful person that they are and taking such good care of you. So thanks for watching. If you make fun crafts and would like to share them, I would love to see what you make for mommies to show them how special they are. And we'll see you next time. Bye.